Mr. Campbell,
Yes.
my name is Tyler Overholt. I'm the funeral director here at Claiborne Overholt Funeral Home. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you,
I'm
Tyler.
sorry to hear about the passing of your father.
Well, I appreciate that so very
If you'd
much.
like to have a seat.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Campbell, what is your father's full name?
Well, his name was Donnie Albert Campbell. He went by Don,
Mm-hmm.
and I go by Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
And he is the first or second?
Well, he didn't use a junior or anything, just Donnie
Okay.
Campbell.
And what is the date of your father's passing?
He passed this morning.
And what was the time?
Well, the hospice nurse was there, and she had indicated that it was about 7:05 a.m.
And the city and state where your father had passed
Here, New Tazewell.
here, and he died in his home,
He
correct?
did. He did. He was under hospice, if that matters.
And that'd be Dr. Neal, correct?
Yes, it is, Dr. Neal. He's the hospice provider.
And what was the date of your father, his birth?
October the 31st,
Mm-hmm.
1936.
Okay.
I had to think about that for just a minute. hmm
And do you remember the city that he was born in?
Yes, he was born in Monroe, Michigan.
Okay.
hmm
And the marital status of your father?
Well, my mother's passed.
Okay. And what was your father's address?
His physical address was 204
Mm-hmm.
Harmon Circle in New Tazewell.
Okay. And your father's occupation?
He was a truck driver.
Okay. And who did he drive a truck for?
England Corsair.
And he was retired.
He was. He'd been retired for a couple of years.
And was he a veteran?
No, sir.
And what was Mr. Campbell's highest education?
He had an associate's degree.
And what was his father and mother's name, your grandparents?
Well, his name was also
Okay.
Donnie Campbell.
Uh-huh. And your mother's full name and her maiden name as well.
His mother,
Mm-hmm.
her name was Mary, and her maiden name was Evans.
Okay. And the informant, would that be you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And what is your address?
I use a post office box. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
It's P.O. Box 2101,
Mm-hmm.
New Tazewell. Now the zip code is different. It's 37824.
Okay. I'll make note of that.
Okay.
And for the obituary, we'd like to put some, the time of the visitation, if you would like a visitation.
I would.
And names of family members who you would like to put.
Okay.
For the selection, would you like a cremation, a burial?
No, I want a traditional burial service.
And would you like a visitation and a funeral?
Yeah, I want to do pretty much the same thing we did for my mother when
Okay.
she passed. She's
Absolutely.
been passed a couple of years now.
Yes.
And,
And for the visitation, what's a good place? Would you like to do it here at the funeral
oh
home?
yes, I want to do it here
Okay.
at the funeral home.
And this week's free anytime you want to come in. What's a good time that you would like?
Well, we have guests that are going to be coming in from Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Could we do that like on Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday evening?
Absolutely.
Okay. What time does people traditionally have visitation?
Traditionally, you'll have a 3 to 7, a 4 to 7, and sometimes we have a funeral service to follow.
That's what we'd like to do.
Okay.
Maybe the family could come in a few minutes earlier or something. Have
The
some.
family would like to come at 3.
I would like that.
And we
Yes.
can start for the public at 4 to
Yes.
7,
Yes.
and then the funerals follow.
I don't have any brothers and sisters, just my family, and
Uh-huh.
of course, all my father's family have passed. He has
Mhm.
nieces and nephews, but
Okay.
a lot of guests that are going to be coming in. But that would be good.
Okay, and the funeral services will be here at the funeral home, correct?
Yes. You said what, 7?
Yes.
That would be perfect.
And we'll put that date as for Thursday.
Yes, correct. Yes.
And what is the minister's name that you'll be using for the funeral?
He's Reverend, but he also goes by Doctor.
Mhm.
So I guess we should put maybe Dr. Travis Chumley.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
We'll put that Dr. Chumley will be officiating the service.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And is there any music you like?
Yes, I'd like to use the same lady that sang at my mother's funeral.
Okay.
Her name is Barbara Hatfield.
Yes. I have her number. I could contact her if you would like me to.
I'm sure she sings at a lot of funerals. doesn't
Absolutely, she sure does.
Yes.
And the newspaper, they usually run from $200 if you would like a obituary and the newspaper of your father with a picture.
I would.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that. Just the local paper.
Absolutely.
Yes. Mhm.
And for that picture, if you could send that to me, I could send that in to the newspaper.
Okay. Maybe from my phone or something.
Yes.
Okay. Does it have to be a close up or just what?
Any picture you would prefer.
Okay.
Okay, I have a selection of vaults
Mm-hmm.
and caskets.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of casket? I have two selections. I have a wood and a metal casket.
Well,
What kind of casket would you really like to?
I would prefer
choose?
wood
Okay.
because we buried my
And
mother.
Your mother was in a wood.
She
correct?
was.
Okay.
She was.
And in my selection room, I have hardwoods and softwoods.
Mm-hmm.
And the softwoods are poplar and pine.
Well, we buried my mother in a cherry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can take you to look at the caskets if you
Well,
like.
I don't necessarily want a cherry for her. That's what she liked.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you have then in the hardwoods? You know, basically for a man besides cherry. You have.
Well, I could show you those. Here's our general price list
Okay.
of our services and our goods.
Mhm.
This is a copy that you can take with you.
Okay.
Has all our prices in it. If you have
Okay.
any questions, just
Okay.
feel free to ask.
All right. I appreciate
I
it.
can take you to our
Okay.
caskets.
Sure.
Okay, and our wood caskets. This is a hard wood.
Okay.
It's non-gasketed. None of the woods are gasketed at all.
Now you had talked a little bit about that. What does that necessarily? Does that matter that it doesn't have a gasket?
Well, as I stated, none of them have a gasket.
None of the woods do.
None of the woods do. The metals has an option. It does close. It latches right here to
Okay.
lock. And this is a hardwood, therefore it is more durable than a soft.
Okay.
But we do have things such as a metal box or a concrete vault that we have here that you could select to.
Well, I know I would use a concrete vault.
Okay.
Uh,
And this is an option too. You can take a picture and place up here of your father with his date of birth and his date of death. And we can have this.
I like that.
Would you like this as an option?
Well, where does that go?
It goes in the cat panel right up, just like this right
Oh
here.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this would have like his picture in it.
It would.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
it fits any casket. If this is not the casket that
Well,
you
I like
would
this casket.
Okay.
This is a oak, I think it
Yeah,
says.
it is. It's a metal.
Yeah, I like that. And I said my mother was in cherry,
Mhm.
but I think this is more masculine.
That's a beautiful casket.
Yeah, I think that's good. I would be pleased with that. I think my dad would.
Absolutely. And would you be interested in I could show you our vaults?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You'll step right in here. We have three selections from Wilbert here.
Mhm.
They're all warranted by Wilbert.
Okay.
There is a 50-year warranty on the Monticello, and there is a 55-year warranty on the Continental, and there is a 65-year on the Venetian. Okay, and on the tops of these, as it already is shown here, you can put a name and a date of your father. Okay, are you interested in any of these three selections? Of course, as I've stated, we also have a box that we could put him in.
Well, I don't want to go with the box. The cemetery where my mother's buried, I don't think they require a vault, but I would like to have one because I think it does give protection, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It does.
I don't know that it's really relevant on which one. I guess the Monticello's fine. What's the difference where this one has like a lot of, I don't know, maybe design or anything?
Well, this one it has a 50-year warranty, and this has a 55-year warranty.
Mhm.
Of course, there is a price difference.
Okay. The Monticello would be fine with me.
This does have an extra strong cover.
Okay.
Okay. So you would like the Monticello?
Well, no, that'll be fine. I'll just
Okay.
go with what you said it was Continental.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's good. That would be perfectly fine. And I think it matches the casket real well too.
It sure
so I
does.
like that.
Sure does.
That would be good.
Okay. I'm going to start the contract, and if there's anything I could assist you with before, would you like a water or a beverage?
Yeah, that would be fine. I'll take a water, that'd be good.
Okay.
Okay.